The U.S. launched new strikes on Iran. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Tuesday, May 26th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. The U.S. and Iran are negotiating to end the war that President Donald Trump and Israel launched in February. But last night, the U.S. launched new strikes that could complicate those talks. A statement from the U.S. military described the attacks on southern Iran as self-defense, and said targets included missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to set mines in the Strait of Hormuz. A tense ceasefire began on April 8th, but has been interrupted by sporadic exchanges of fire. When asked about the renewed hostilities, Secretary of State Marco Rubio told reporters that the U.S. would continue to pursue a diplomatic solution.
I think there's strong alignment and agreement on what a preliminary draft should look like. I think that, like anything with something like this, it's going to take a couple days to settle on, even down to the disagreements over a word, sentence. So we'll have to work through that. If there's going to be a deal, we're going to have to work through that. But this is, it's either going to be a good deal or there isn't going to be one.
Earlier yesterday, Trump called on the leaders of numerous countries to join the Abraham Accords. That's a set of treaties aimed at normalizing relations with Israel as part of the settlement he is attempting to negotiate with Iran. Texans go to the polls today in a critical Senate primary runoff. That's number 2. Four-term incumbent Republican Senator John Cornyn is facing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton in the contest. Senate Republicans have backed Cornyn, saying he would be easier to defend against the Democratic nominee, State Representative James Tallarico. Paxton has faced allegations of corruption, financial malfeasance, and infidelity. Cornyn's team has played up those allegations in attack ads.
While predators hunted children, Paxton hunted for burner phones to hide his affairs. Texas law enforcement knows Ken Paxton. That's why Texas law enforcement has endorsed John Cornyn.
I'm John Cornyn, and I approve this message.
Meanwhile, Paxton has painted Cornyn as an ally of Democrats.
After 42 years in office, can you name a single thing career politician John Cornyn has done for you? Not one, unless you're a Democrat.
Cornyn narrowly beat Paxton during the first round of the primary in March, but Paxton has captured the support of the hardline Republican base. And he got a big boost last week when he was endorsed by President Trump. So the race will be a test of Trump's grip on the Republican Party and Republican voters. We'll bring you all the results when we know them. Number 3. President Trump is raging at anyone who tries to hold up construction of his ballroom. The president has made little secret that his planned White House ballroom is a top priority for him. And in recent weeks, he has fumed at anyone whose actions threaten to slow construction. U.S. District Judge Richard Leon has twice ordered a pause on the above-ground components of the ballroom until Congress formally authorizes the project. And Congress has so far not voted to do so. Last week, Senate Republicans revolted against a proposal to add money to a budget bill to cover security costs related to the ballroom. The holdups have caused Trump to rage online about the judge and senators. He has also repeatedly attacked Allison Hoagland. She is the local historian who helped the National Trust bring a lawsuit against the ballroom. Number 4. Pope Leo issued a warning about the dangers of artificial intelligence. At the Vatican yesterday, the first American pontiff delivered a far-ranging 40,000-word treatise known as an encyclical. The document was a defense of human dignity in the age of AI. It called for guardrails to ensure that AI eases rather than worsens inequality and poverty. The billionaire co-founder of AI company Anthropic, Christopher Olah, helped Leo unveil his document. Both Anthropic and the Pope have recently clashed with the White House. The document sets a clear tone for Leo's early papacy, elevating the ethics of AI to a religious imperative. And it could open up a rift between the Catholic Church and boosters of AI in Silicon Valley and the Trump administration. The Post spoke to an American doctor who was evacuated for Ebola exposure. That's number 5. Patrick LaRochelle is a physician from the U.S. who works in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He and his family were 20 minutes away from catching a flight back to America for the summer when Patrick got a text message telling him Ebola had arrived in the country. With that knowledge, the mysterious illness that Patrick had been treating in the hospital where he worked became clear. Now he is isolated at a specialized protective hospital in Prague. As of yesterday, he was asymptomatic. But in the first comments he's made to a reporter since being evacuated, Patrick told the Post he felt helpless. Some of his former colleagues in the DRC have started dying from the disease. He also said that while he is grateful to have received care, it hurts that others, including his friends in Congo, can't access the same level of treatment. Number 6. A study figured out how much sleep you should get to promote healthy aging. New research found that the sweet spot for sleep may be a little less than you might expect. It's between 6.4 and 7.8 hours a night. Too little sleep can be harmful for health in the long run, but the study suggests that too much sleep also may not be ideal. It's associated with accelerated aging in nearly every organ in the body. That could just be because poor health makes people sleep longer. In any case, if the idea of getting less than 8 hours of sleep is appalling to you, don't worry. The researchers emphasized that the amount of sleep you need varies depending on the person. Some people need 6 hours, while others need 9. And it turns out women may need more sleep than men. And at number 7, athletes competed in a controversial event that allowed doping. The Enhanced Games set out to prove that athletes can push the limits of human performance if only they could be freed from traditional rules that ban them from doping. So a few dozen athletes headed for the Las Vegas Games, pumped full of testosterone, human growth hormone, peptides, stimulants, and more. They were competing to win huge cash prizes. But on Sunday, the competition's events failed to set the world ablaze. The enormous Icelandic weightlifter Hafþór Bjornsson failed in his world record attempt to lift 1,135 pounds, despite all the pharmaceutical help. And a few athletes who said they were competing naturally, without the help of doping, managed to defeat their doped-up competitors. Those all-natural athletes said it doesn't matter how much you dope if you're not putting in the work, though they still came under scrutiny for participating in the games at all. But maybe the real lesson is that the best drug of all is the indomitable human spirit. All right, you're all caught up. It's a great time to get a subscription to the Washington Post. Right now, you can get a premium subscription for just $3 every 4 weeks for the first 6 months. After that, it's $19 every 4 weeks, and you can cancel anytime. Let me tell you what's so thrilling about a premium account. It comes with 3 extra accounts to share with friends, family, and enormous Icelandic weightlifters. Take advantage of this Memorial Day sale at WashingtonPost.com/subscribe. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.